Okay, so let's take a look at adding an item through Printful. So in the last video on Printify, I showed adding something to a shirt. So let's do something a little different. So when you log in, you want to come to your dashboard, and your dashboard on this side is going to have, my Printful, which is essentially this would be where they're going to do suggested products and information about kind of like products, what you have, and just some, they also throw some advertisements in there for stuff. And then the product catalog is where you're going to go to find items. So this is where they're going to have, they're of course going to have some of their suggestions. And then this is where you can find links to things. So this time, let's make a piece of wall art. So I'm going to go through here and I am going to find some wall art. And I'm just going to pick one. Let's just do premium luster photo framed poster. We're just going to pick this one. Okay, so you can see that there are quite a few sizes. So let's pick, it looks like, so we're going to pick just an 8x10. And what we're going to do is we're going to click the red button to create the product template. So you can add one design to multiple products in one click. That's kind of a new thing. Okay. So, and then add a design as always. Sometimes it's, got it. This is just kind of the first time I've done this. So we're going to pick up a design. Let's see, I already have something in here. So I'm just going to use this for just the purposes. Let's do this one. Okay. So you can choose more products for the same design. Now you can see how this doesn't exactly fit on this size. So I'd probably have to reposition it. Now what I would probably do is I would, if I know that, I'm going to be adding something to a specific size frame, I'm going to actually, I would go in and I would change the size so it kind of fits perfectly. But you can see here, I'm just using the outside arrows to change the size. And I'm just going to get this to kind of a centered and looking pretty decent. Okay. So now I'm going to, and this shows you different things you can add to it. I'm going to actually save to templates. Now, this has, so that was pretty simple, but it just has the one size. So let's go back. So it looks, it's thinking for a minute. So let's create more product. So the product templates. Let's do this blanket, and I am going to delete that design, and I am going to add an image. Now see down here, you can upload, go to uploads, add text, clip art, quick designs. You can fill the back. So you can, this fill would be to come in and change the color. So if I wanted to do like a red background, let's do a gray. And then I'm going to upload, I'm just going to use the same file. And this obviously is not, it's not a large enough image file. And so they're saying that I should get a bigger one. So obviously this is not the correct size. So one of the things that I do is, I will, in the design side, I'll take it into, if I have something that I want to use, I'm going to manipulate it to the size, especially if you're doing like wall art, blankets, that type of thing, carpets. It's really good to have your design as close to the size as possible. There are some workarounds. I'll use Photoshop Elements to actually manipulate the size. So like I'll take this exact design and I will kind of change the dimensions a little bit, but you have to be careful because that can distort. So let's save this product template. Okay, so we've got these product templates. And it's still thinking. Let's see if it's, I'm going to just reload because sometimes it needs it. Okay, so let's go in here and edit it because I want to see if I can add some other sizes. So let's see where we do that. Let's see, product. So here on this page on the product, now probably could have done that all, but coming back to this. So let's say we're going to do 8x10, 11x14, and a 16x20. So one of the things that we're going to do then is we're going to need to go in and we're going to need to adjust according to size. So the 8x10 we've already adjusted this. It's not perfect, but it works. Now let's go to this one. And what we need to do is we need to actually adjust it for this size. So we're going to go in, we're going to make sure, and like I said, this isn't necessarily the right size. Now, one of the difference between Printify and Printful is just the way this interacts. They all just are a little bit different. So we've got this set up. So this one, you're just going to go into each image, and I want to see something. I want to make sure it doesn't hide. Okay, it does change some of them. Okay. So we're going to go in and make sure that everything is relatively good on each one. And with this one, you know, we can crop the image. We can make this into a pattern. Like we could do something like this. It's kind of fun. You know, if I was trying to take this image and make it into more of a print than just a single thing. So it kind of shows you some of the different things that you can do. Let's take the spacing out and just make it overlap. Kind of fun. Now see what's happening? It's changing all of them. So let's see. Designs for each product size need to be adjusted separately. So what I did was I just this functionality right here so that I can go in and I can just change this size. And then when I come in here, and if I make changes, it's only going to be, oops, that's not what I meant to do. I just lost that. Okay. So then when you go in, okay, design for each product size need to be, the scale and placement of your design needs to be adjusted for each product size separately. Okay, we got it. Okay, so I'm just changing the sizes just to show how it's set up now so that you actually change each one individually. So we are going to save the product template. Now the other thing we can do is we can come over and we can add stuff. They've got clip art and stuff in here. They've got some text. They also have the ability to layer the items, the images, which is really nice because you can add, you know, one image over the other. So we're going to save this product template. Adjusted for each. Yep, got that. So we're going to save it. And then what we're going to do is we can go in and we can add it to store. And so then you can kind of choose. So I just happen to have a Shopify and a Etsy. And so you can choose that. So now you would just choose add to store. I'm not going to add it to store because I actually don't want to add it to my Etsy and get charged 20 cents for it. So you would add it to store. And then when you go to Etsy, that's, you know, where you're going to do some of the changes on that side. So I hope this was helpful. You know what, real quick, let's do one more item. Let's do a hat. Okay. Now, oh, this is embroidery. So I actually don't have items that I embroidery. I don't have files for that. So I'm going to just pick a different item. Let's do like a backpack. Ooh, let's do some shoes. That sounds fun. Let's do some flip-flops. That'd be fun. So small, medium, large. So we're going to, once again, create product template. And then we're going to, these are all the things where we could change some stuff. I'm going to do an upload. I'm going to upload a new file. I'm going to find something that I downloaded. Let's see. Let's do this one just for fun. So we're going to click apply. And then what it's going to do is put it on there. Now what we can do is we could actually, this would be one that we might want to make into a pattern. So let's make this into a pattern. So now we've got these cute little sheep all over the place. We can do save to template, and then we're going to then at this point go add to store. So I hope that's been helpful. Just let us know if you have any other questions.